a new you, a new life, a new execution, a new format. Let's talk about the 5 stages that take you from your seat to the execution. They want to change their current circumstance. They want to break out of the pattern that they're currently in, but they're stuck, both mentally and emotionally. They're stuck. So when you look at these 5 stages here, it's just a simple pattern. And that's going to be the big question for the audience next week. Are you in or you're out? You're here today. You want to be better. You want to be different. You want to be someone who goes out there and shoots to be a new you, to get a bigger, better, desirable outcome. All right, let's go. If you're tired, not feeling fit, tired, just not having to focus, tired, just not having a life that you desire. This is your place to be. I'm Jason Yarusi. Today, let's talk about the 5 stages that take you from your seat to the execution. Now, I'm going to be able to have a great talk with some great people at an event coming up in about a week focused on real estate. And many people here in the audience, they want to take action, right? They want to get started. They want to go after their dreams. They want to change their current circumstance. They want to break out of the pattern that they're currently in, but they're stuck, right? Both mentally and emotionally, they're stuck. So when you look at these 5 stages here, it's just a simple pattern. I can take you from exactly where you stand today to the formation of a new you, a new life, a new execution, a new format. Stage 1 is truth. This is self-awareness, right? And you could think of this as your underwriting tool, right? You go out there and you analyze the opportunity, right? And you have to be truthful with yourself. Are you creating this opportunity to ultimately fail, right? Because you're not having a belief system built within yourself to truly put down the right numbers, right? To truly analyze this correctly. I see sometimes on both sides, right? When people analyze this, people want the deal so bad. And when they want it so bad, they tweak the numbers. And I can tell you, I can take any spreadsheet in the world with any deal and I can tweak the numbers and make it look fantastic. And sometimes people do that, right? They push the rents, they push the assumed growth, they cut the expenses down to something that's not possible. They limit the assessment of where the taxes will go, all for the hope that they can get that deal. But on the other side, there's people here that put in reserves, all different conditions here to just create layers and layers and layers of protection that ultimately in reality are never going to happen. And what that does is it excludes them from having the opportunity to find great potential deals to go out and execute on. So the truth you have to be self-aware. Are you someone who is over the moon, shooting too far, not being realistic in your expectations of what the deal provides? Or are you someone who's being so cautious, right? Cautious to a T, cautious as if you're walking on eggshells all the time and you are preventing yourself from truly taking action. Number 2 is a decision, right? What are the reasons you're doing this? What are the results you're seeking? And honestly, are you in or you're out? And that's going to be the big question for the audience next week. Are you in or you're out? You're here today. You want to be better. You want to be different. You want to be someone who goes out there and shoots to be a new you, to get a bigger, better, desirable outcome. But you know if you're holding yourself back, you know if you're the person, right? You can point out all these things around you, right? Your upbringing, your social society, your education, all these reasons you want to tell me that you're not accomplishing your goals. Well, I can tell you 50 other reasons why you could, because there's other people out there who have nothing, have less, have lack in every way, that have just made the choice that they are in and without any way are not going to stop at making the decision to be better. So are you in or are you out? Number 3 is action, right? This is the discipline over the hustle, right? The habit over the motivation. This is where every day you put in the work. You go and you underwrite deals. You make the calls you're going to make to introduce yourself to brokers. You call your investor network. You analyze the opportunities and put in the offers, right? You are the one taking the action. You're committing to the action a couple of days a week, Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday, right? You choose an hour a day that you put in the work. You choose to do it early in the morning before work. You choose to do it, late at night after everyone's in bed. You have chosen to take the action. Number 4, the resilience, right? Down but not out. The bamboo tree that has to be watered for 5 years before it sprouts through the earth and grows 90 feet in 3 months. You are the one who's resilient in times when you are putting out offers. You've put out 50 offers and you're getting no and no and no, right? Well, you have to go back and be resilient in your actions to say, are my actions committing me to my goal? If every time you hear no, you ultimately lose a week because you go and hide in a cave, well, let me tell you, every no you get leads you that much closer to a yes. So if you learn that it takes you 20 no's to get to one yes, well, you're going to rush through the next 20 no's to get yourself to that next yes. So ask yourself, what is it that's holding you back? And can you be resilient in the hard times? Because the ones who make a difference are the ones who keep pushing forward when it's easy and definitely when it's not. Be resilient in your action. Be resilient in your fortitude. Go and make the commitment. And number 5 is legacy. This is where you start to build a self-worth that grows your net worth. You have to have the self-worth and the belief in yourself, the understanding that you are everything you need. You have it all already inside of you. All we have to do is unleash it. That's what Live 100 is about. It's about finding the best you, the best version of you that can come out and constantly go and push forward in good times and in bad. All right, that's what I have for you today. This is the Live 100 podcast. If you do something for us, go down there and leave us an honest rating and review. It continues to help this show get out to the masses.